Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai Tucson. If you guys have a Hyundai Tucson, you have engine misfire, we will explain the top 10 reasons that can cause an engine misfire and how to fix it. Now, it should work on multiple generation Hyundai Tucson guys, okay, through the years with different engines. We'll demonstrate on gasoline engine, but some of those, probably top 7, 8, could relate to diesel engines as well. So make sure to stay until the end, we'll share super helpful information. With the engine being taken apart, we can demonstrate everything as well. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. Now, if you need to buy any parts, tools for a really good price and quick shipping as well, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and supplies from. So, with that being said, okay, that's what we have right here. Okay, this is guys the engine that we have. This is what we'll be demonstrating on. So what can cause misfire? So many things now guys. Okay, one thing, spark plugs. Okay, spark plugs. 4-cylinder engines, you have 4 of them. So let's flip the cylinder head. So I want to explain something so we can see the spark plug on the other side and talk about that and show you how a spark plug can affect your misfire. So that's the cylinder head. You have the valves, you have the spark plug in the middle. If that spark plug is not the correct spark plug for the car, it can misfire because they should work at certain temperature, compression and all that stuff. Number 2, if the spark plug is worn, okay, and that gap is too big or too small, that can cause misfires as well. So you need to, okay, re-gap your spark plugs. We have a special video about spark plug replacement. It's going to talk about the gap and all that stuff, so check it out. Now, it could be a faulty spark plug itself as well. Faulty spark plug can cause misfire. Number 2 guys, okay, problems with fuel injectors. This is a direct fuel injector, so you can see it's placed directly in the cylinder head. You can see where the holes are, okay, right there. That's the fuel injector. You can see it has quite a bit of carbon buildup. Eventually those fuel injectors can get plugged up and that can cause the fuel injector not to spray enough fuel or not spray any fuel at all, and that can cause misfire. In some cases they can even quit working, okay, so it's very possible, okay, that this could happen as well. So fuel injector is number 2. Now number 3 guys, what else can cause misfire? Okay, let's talk here. If you have guys, okay, leaking valve that doesn't close, okay, valve that's sticking, valve that's bent, okay, will cause misfire because the cylinder will not be able to build enough compression, and that can be caused, okay, by number 4 here. It can be caused, okay, by bad piston rings as well. Something else that you may have problems with, okay, if you have a broken oil ring, it can spray too much oil, okay, in the cylinder, and that can cause the spark plug, okay, to get dirty and not work correctly as well. Number 5, you need to inspect that the ignition coils are working as well. The ignition coil is what ignites the spark plug. So if the ignition coil is not working, your spark plug will not be firing as well. So this is your ignition coil. It's on top of the spark plugs, okay, and bad ignition coil will actually cause your car to misfire. So it's very important to have a scanner to check for codes because it can tell you quite a bit, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Now, number 6, inspect that the holes in the spark plugs, the valves, are not full of engine oil, because if you have a malfunctioning valve cover gasket, okay, it can start dripping oil in the spark plugs, okay, and as a result that can end up having misfires. Another thing, timing chain. If your timing chain jumped, okay, you may experience misfires because your engine will not be timed correctly, and that can cause easily misfire. Another thing, you need to verify though that your camshaft sensors are working correctly. That's why you need to scan for codes, and in some cases the variable timing sprockets, if they're malfunctioning, you hear like a rattle noise, okay, that can cause misfires as well. Okay, bad camshaft sprockets, the VVT sprockets can cause that as well. You need to verify guys that the crankshaft sensor, okay, is working as well. We have videos how to test crankshaft position sensor, camshaft position sensor, all that stuff. Another thing that can cause misfire, okay, it's known as a vacuum leak. Vacuum leak is extra air the engine gets, but it doesn't know about that air. So we have a special video that explains all the possible vacuum leaks, but in some cases, it could be anything such as leaking intake manifold gasket, broken vacuum line like the one right here, or bigger leak if you have anywhere else. Okay, leaking throttle body gasket. All of this can cause vacuum leaks and more, guys. So check out the video about vacuum leaks. And also, you need to verify that you don't have a code P0420, which relates to bad catalytic converter, because plugged up catalytic converter, can cause these codes as well, guys, and misfire, because the exhaust gas will not be able to come out of the exhaust fast enough. So those are some of the most common ones that we see here at the shop on Hyundai Tucson. I will always start with spark plugs, ignition coils, and fuel injectors first, and then check for vacuum leaks. Now, in other cases, it could be mechanical problem, as I said, like a low compression or blown head gasket can cause that compression as well. Blown head gasket, what can do? It can actually let coolant enter in the cylinder, and if it enters in the cylinder, you'll get the spark plug wet, and the spark plug will not ignite. So, hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.